Hello everyone, it's me, HawkeyeG, and I'm here with another video. This one's a little different. I'm just going to be doing a battle replay and showing you how I use Oxyotl's army if I'm using a blend of Chameleon Skinks and Chameleon Stalkers. I wanted to make this video because in my guide that I put out earlier today, I tried to showcase a battle where I used this strategy, and it was pretty bad. It was pretty embarrassing, and I definitely should not have let the AI auto-generate an army for me to fight. It also doesn't take into effect any of your campaign bonuses, so it really doesn't look like it's that effective of a strategy. But I'm going to show you this replay that I went and dug up of me doing a fight from the campaign, so you can get a better idea of what I'm trying to say, and just generally how to use Oxyotl's army and use the new skink type units effectively in combat. So let's get in and take a look. So I'll take a minute here just to show the formation that I set up with, and then we also kind of look at their army. We had like an army, this is about 20 units of theirs. It was an army plus a garrison, and so not a full army. There's a lot of marauders, so it's not like this is a super intimidating army. But we're also talking about Marauders versus Chameleon Stalkers, right? So I guess it's a tier difference still, but, you know, probably not the most intimidating foe that they've fought. And certainly you wouldn't think that this would win in a 1v1. It probably doesn't look like it stats-wise or in the, if we're looking at combat, like the threat level here, which we can't see, but that's okay. So you can kind of see my formation. I've got my ranged units here kind of in the center, like, I don't know, spread out, not quite on the flanks, I wouldn't say, but we've got the Source Warriors in the back, we've got some Pterodon Riders with Fire Leech Bolas, and then we've got Stalkers way out on the flanks and front and center, right? And so the idea is, you know, Oxyotl's shooting them, they can see the Source Warriors and the Pterodon Riders, they're going to probably just move up the center like they would normally, so you'll see they start getting into range of my ranged units, and you kind of let them, right? You pull them out as you start to move your melee units in, right? Tried commanding Oxyotl a little late there, though. But so you can see, right, now we've got a bunch of ranged units. They got time to get hits in, but we're going to get kind of a counter charge on them, basically. They're going to take all this damage coming in. They're going to take the extra damage from the javelins, from the Chameleon Stalkers. And you can see, right, like this guy kind of made it past and caught my units, but Chameleon Skinks are fast enough to run away from stuff. And so we just kind of move forward from there. I do want to note the Skink Oracle obviously makes a big difference as well, having the ability to use their spells, especially even just Wind Blast at this stage of the campaign. It's pretty effective. We then have the Fire Leech Bolas dropping the actual boulders on creatures there. But so you can see they've been knocked back pretty heavily. I do kind of have to actually sweep around because they had enough units here on the front to do some real damage to me. But yeah, that's basically the strategy, right? Like now I can back off all of my like infantry units, right? I can back off the Chameleon Stalkers. I don't do a perfect job of it here. And some of them do take a decent bit of damage here, especially this one that gets caught up by their lord. But you can see, right, like I'm focusing on just trying to like reposition the Chameleon Skinks here and there and respond with the Stalkers to locations that I need them, right? Can have them charge and push stuff off here and there, and that's pretty much the battle, right? So you use maybe a couple of units to bait them into just moving out normally like they would. They hit your Chameleon Skinks first, start to target those, and you kind of back those up as you push in on the flanks and the center with your Chameleon Stalkers, right? And like I said, the thing is you can then once you've given the Chameleon Skinks the space, then you can just back out with the Chameleon Stalkers, which even here I didn't do enough of a good job of. But so you just back out with the Stalkers, let the Skinks get some shots in as the Stalkers are running away, and you just kind of cycle charge and you repeat that process. So hopefully this was a bit better of an example. You could see like even if you had seen the auto resolve before this, I don't remember if it was a close victory or close defeat, but definitely thought there would be some casualties, and really we had 2 units of Stalkers that took maybe a quarter damage, and that 1 unit of Saurus that took some damage as well. So you can see this army can be powerful and can be used to surround and kind of bait out and flank the enemy. It's definitely just a skirmish heavy army. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how this army is used, what my intentions were when I tried to show this and when I talked about it. I feel like the guide doesn't do justice. The battle that I did there doesn't do justice to the strategy that I've been using. It's not the best strategy in the entire world either, but definitely just something I wanted to show and give a better option on. So with that, hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.